I went ahead and decided to dye my hair. And I said that I would not touch it anymore and I would just stop dyeing it, stop doing things with it. But that's the whole point. I wanted to stop doing things with it. So I decided to dye it back to close, not exactly, but really, really close to my original hair color. So this is a little bit darker than my original hair color, and I'm honestly quite happy with it. It's not perfect, obviously, because I'm not a professional and I didn't want to pay hundreds of dollars just to go back to close to my natural colors. So I decided to go and shop into the Shoppers Drug Mart and to find some hair dye and to just put it on my hair. So Buck's hair dye it is. Also, it's like the third time that I dye my hair. So first I went to Eleganza, which is a store with a bunch of professional hair color and all of this stuff, which I did dye my hair quite orange, which I asked their representative that I wanted to go, you know, like a redhead but lighter, and I ended up with fiery red hair, which I was kind of disappointed. So I let it grow out, and then I was like, oh, I need to kind of dim it down. Then I dyed my hair again with a box dye this time, which was for some reason much more smoother. The color looked more beautiful, uniform, more dimensional, which I was like surprised because, you know, hairdressers are saying that box dye is absolutely horrible for your hair. So I was like, oh, the box dye actually looks better on my hair, so I'm gonna stick with box dye. So anyways, I decided to go with the Garnier Olia oil powered color because I don't know, I've seen this everywhere online and there's no ammonia, which was a plus for me because I really didn't want ammonia. It smells so bad. It's so bad for you. So I was like, okay. I decided to go with 5 medium brown, which I thought was very close to my natural color, but it turns out that it's not that much near. It's close, but not as close as I thought. It's kind of hard to match myself with a box dye because it will look different on different people that are wearing it. So I'm gonna go through the application process that I went through. I put the appropriate clothes to prepare myself for the dye. So no sleeves, shorts. I also put you know, like a black towel around me, so if there's any dye that goes on it, you won't be able to see it, and I can reuse the towel if ever. So after washing it a couple times. So after that, I did separate my hair into 4. I do not have a lot of hair, so I don't need to do more sections than that. And then I went ahead, read the instructions like you're supposed to, and I opened a little bottle, put the cream, put it into the developer, shook it, and then I started applying it on my hair. And I did start with my roots just because this is where I like to start. I want my roots to be equal everywhere, and it does take a lot more time, so I do start there. And I apply in sections. I try to separate each section to make sure that every single hair strand has some on the roots, just because it's really important. It's like it's there, everybody's gonna see it. So this was kind of like the longest of the process to put it everywhere, and I think it took like 15 minutes probably to put everything together. If I'm wrong about the time, it's going to be up there. I'm going to tell you guys on the screen, but it's not that long to apply the hair dye. And then after that, after doing all of the sections, so I started with the front and then did the back, which the back I'm more careful because I really cannot see anything and I don't have 2 mirrors to check if everything is there properly. Then I put the sections back up and I went ahead and put it all on my lengths. And that took a while also, so 15 minutes probably around for that as well, just because my hair is so long and I'm kind of scared of missing a spot. And since my hair is so long, sometimes it's easy to skip a little bit and then, you know, miss a spot and then it's patchy, which it's quite easy when you're doing it yourself to have it patchy. So make sure to take your time if you are dyeing your hair at home by yourself, because you definitely don't want patchy. Because the first time I dyed my hair with the professional hair color, for some reason it was patchy. There was like, I put it everywhere and then it was just patchy everywhere and I was like, oh my god, what happened? I don't know, maybe my application process wasn't as thorough as I thought. So the third time I tried to be really, really thorough as much as I could. And even now, it's still not 100% perfect to my eyes, but I don't think anybody's going to notice but me. You know, I'm my worst critic. So obviously I'm going to look at my hair and be like, I miss a little bit this spot. Like there was less product there than over there. So that's why you kind of see it less. But anyways, and then it said that I had to keep this on for 30 minutes. And I kept it on for 30 minutes after I finished applying everything. And while I was doing that, I was watching anime, you know, enjoying myself at night when my son was sleeping. So that was great. And then after that 30 minutes, I went in the shower and I rinsed with cold water only to rinse out everything properly. So that took a while. I rinse all the way till the water is clear, which can be hard, especially if you have a darker color that you're putting in your hair. And this is quite dark, even though it says that it is medium brown. So I rinsed it out, and then I was putting the treatment to enhance the color. What is the treatment? I have one left because I had to use 2 boxes because my hair is so long. So this is the silicone free after color care to enhance your color. And yeah, it's just helping your color overall. I did put the entire amount, and I should have read the instructions for that. It says just to put a little bit and then to keep the rest for later. But my hair is so long that I was like, and damaged because I did do box dye before all over my hair, and now I did box dye again all over my hair. So I was like, okay, I need this treatment, you know. And it says to keep it on for how long? Like a minute, I think. 5. Oh, it says 3 minutes. I'm sorry. 3 minutes and rinse, which I left it a little bit longer just because I want my hair to marinate. Sometimes I don't follow the instructions. You guys don't do like me. This is just my opinion, okay? So if there's instructions, just follow them. Don't be like me, okay? Because something might go wrong. And then I rinsed it out again with cold water, and that is it. Be careful with what you sleep on because it's going to stain your things. And even after a few washes, it might still stain if you go to bed with wet hair, which it happened to me. I have silk pillows, and I was like, oh, it's the 3rd wash. Yay, I don't need to dry my hair. And it ended up staining my pillow. So you guys, dry your hair before going to bed because it's gonna stain. Yeah, so my first impression of this, okay, when I was applying the product, I was surprised. Because it really smelled like flowers. It smelled so good. I was like, oh my God, it smells so fresh. The application is just so nice. I was so surprised, and it just made me want to use it again. Olia Garnier. Also, it says, what does it say? It says something. Unique sensorial experience or application. Optimal scalp comfort, which is true. It wasn't that itchy. It did irritate my scalp a little bit, so it's not true that it is optimal, because optimal to me would be like I don't feel anything and it's just soothing, you know. But obviously it's chemicals, so we're gonna for the chemical, it wasn't that bad, honestly. It's just because my scalp is truly sensitive. It said that it was a non-drip velvety cream, which I don't agree with that. It was extremely liquidy, and you have to be careful during the application process because it might go everywhere. I was like, ooh, it went kind of on the floor and stuff, and I wasn't even pressing that hard on the bottle. So if you're applying this, be careful because it might just drip everywhere. And it says delicate floral fragrance, which is totally true. It was so pleasant. It smelled so nice, and I just liked it overall. And when I did rinse my hair, put the cream, dried my hair, blah, 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 then when I looked at my hair, I was like, is that the color that it came to? Because it was extremely dark. It was dark brown on my hair, which, you know, it will look different on everybody. And I feel like now after a couple washes, it did dim down a little bit, but it's still quite dark considering that it's supposed to be medium brown, you know. And on my hair, I think the way that my hair lifts, it lifts really orange when it lifts. So my hair is not the same color as the box. This is more of like a cool tone brown. Châtain is like more cool tone, which is what my natural hair color, but lighter a little bit is. And this is like brown, but there's a lot of warmth in it for some reason. And it's not because I had orange beforehand, because you can see even here, it's quite orange even in the sun. You won't be able to see it that much, but it's still quite orange. And I know it's hard because it's a one size fits all type of thing, but overall I'm quite happy. I would have liked it being less warm than what it is, because my eyebrows are less warm. And I wanted it to fit really, really well with my eyebrows, which it doesn't, but that's okay. You know, overall, I'm quite happy with the color. It's not orange or yellow anymore. So I'm happy that this is over with and that I can focus on regrowing my hair the way that I want it to be. So I'm happy with that, with the result. My hair doesn't look damaged as well. It looks pretty healthy considering that I had 2 rounds of box dye on it, as you can see, and I didn't cut my hair after the last time I did my box dye. So it looks really nice. And I can feel that my hair is damaged when I pass my finger. You can feel the roughness of the hair. So there is that, but it does look pretty nice considering that I did 2 rounds of box dyes pretty close together. Like, I think I did 2 months, and then 2 months after I did another box dye. So it's really, really good. Anyways, I'm really happy with the result, you guys. I don't know if you guys like it. Comment down below. I would love to know. And comment down below if you ever, you know, dyed your hair with boxes from the drugstore or anything. I would love to know. And oh, the shampoo that I used was like a Olay shampoo that my mom left at my house. So it was something really cheap from the drugstore. I was like, I'm going all drugstores. Anyways, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. It was my process of doing my hair, and it was pretty nice. So thank you so much for watching, and I'm definitely gonna do more hair care products because I need to take care of my hair. I need to try new products because I just want to experiment and have nicer hair overall, and now that it is dyed. So if you have any suggestions, please tell me down below. I would love to know. And also, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. And make sure to subscribe for some more content that is coming very, very soon on my channel. So I love you guys so much. Thank you so much again for watching, and I will definitely see you in the next one. Bye, guys.